Welcome to episode 25. We left our heroes as they were finishing up their second good deed in a row. It was quite amazing. They helped the little sleepy town that disappeared once a year to avoid the Pumpkin King, defeat the Pumpkin King, and that was right on the tails of actually clearing out the dark forest of the evil presence that was corrupting it. At the same time, they freed the Hound of Theseus from his guardianship, and Alpha went to visit his progenitor. You guys then made your way back to the port city, and you are there when all of a sudden you see tearing in the fabric of reality before you, and a portal spins itself open as Alpha steps through.
Alpha, you're back!
Yes, companions, but you must come quickly. We are much needed elsewhere.
Well, where are we needed, Alpha?
Through the portal. Come now.
You don't need to ask me twice, and I will go jumping through the portal.
You gonna jump? Or you gonna barrel roll?
I'll jump and do like a rolling somersault, and then do like a kind of hero pose as I stop myself. Like on the 1D and everything.
Maybe you should just go full out and do a full gymnastics tumbling run while you're at it.
Now let's see. How's my acrobatics? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's do like a gymnastics thing. Just completely go flipping my way through that portal.
Roll for it.
Acrobatics.
Yes, please.
It's a 16.
Yeah, you're successful. You roll yourself right on through. Good job.
Nice.
Does she get any kind of a score when she gets to the other side?
Sure, there's a little apprentice behind Braun that quickly scribbles down a little sign and holds up a 9.
Take it. All right. Next time it better be a 10 though, otherwise I don't want to say what otherwise means.
You would have had to roll between an 18 and a 20, maybe even a nat 20 to get a full 10. I mean, mind you, this is an apprentice of Braun, so perfection is tantamount.
Okay, to set the scene, the portal goes into Braun's workshop area, or one of his workshops. So as you do that, Braun just shakes his head at the lack of efficiency.
Awesome.
All right.
Oh, it's another alpha.
Dane's gonna follow at a more sedate pace.
Excellent. And I take it right on. So, no one here has actually been into a Gondian workshop before, so you guys should all be pretty amazed at what you see.
Oh yeah, Dane's immediately gonna be interested in any weapons or armor that he sees laying around.
It's metal.
And you are interested. In fact, something catches your eye. It looks mostly in the shape of an axe, though it also has some strangely jagged edges to it that at first make you think, well, that's not very efficient, but it also looks particularly brutal, efficient at causing damage.
Ah, interesting. So Dane's going to point at the axe or the weapon and very politely ask Braun, "Excuse me, Master Smith, what exactly is that right there?"
Failed old attempt from a poor apprentice. Take it. You will need it.
Okay. So Dane picks it up and examines it.
Okay, what you see in your hand is the Axe of Broken Mirrors. As you roll it around, you can feel that there is something else within it, that it is owned. And what you have explained to you is that it is actually a sentient blade that has some interesting powers that come along with it, and I will send those to you in the chat.
Nice.
I suppose we should also set the scene, since technically no one's ever even seen Braun up close. They've only seen him through the portal. And
Oh,
this whole
yes, good
time-
idea.
Yeah,
True.
and so the whole time, all you just kind of see him in the back, donning armor slowly, because he's in. As you come through the portal, he stands up to his full height in his full Gondian plate mail, 7 feet tall, with just full on shield, like layered down plates going through with red lacquer and gold trim. And he grabs them like probably one of the biggest hammers you've ever seen in his tower shield.
He looks very, very imposing.
Reminds me of
Oh,
someone
yes.
or explained to me.
Yeah, and he looks at the other two in the room as well, and says, "You, the forest one, I have heard of the stories. Take this." He points to a bag.
Okay. All right. Points to a bag, and you go over and you grab it, and you see that it is a leather pouch with some beans in it.
Is this for Castros or Ray? They're technically both forest related.
Oh, Castros.
Castros.
Neat. Beans, huh?
And he points at Raven and says, "And you, the one who shoots, take this." And he points to a quiver.
Alrighty then.
So, who would like theirs described to them first?
Well, let's start with Castros.
I just wrote bag of beans.
That is accurate. It is a bag of beans. It is a heavy cloth bag. There are 3d4 dry beans inside. It weighs about, a half pound, the bag, and then about a quarter of a pound for each bean that it contains. And it has some interesting properties. Namely, if you were to say just suddenly dump the bag on the ground, the beans explode in a 10-foot radius from each bean. Each in the area takes 5d4 fire damage if they fail a DC 15 dexterity saving throw. But there are some fun things. You can remove a bean and put it into the dirt or sand or really anything that would normally support a bean. And when you do, you roll a 1d100 and some random things begin to occur.
Oh, yes. I am ready. I am so excited about these beans. I will use them well, and by well, I mean I will use them as chaotically as possible.
Excellent. All right. And then the quiver which you were handed is a quiver of random arrows. What occurs here is you can use this quiver with any bow, even your rainbow bow, where it places a physical arrow. You draw the arrow and shoot, and when you do, you roll a 1d100. Because it can be any one of 100 different arrows that come out of it, each with its own random effect.
After that, we'll have Braun officially go over to Ben to control. We say, "Good. Now we must come. There is no time to waste."
Okay.
And you see as he moves, Theseus's hound is with him, and the hound looks up at him and says, "I will stay by your side for this," since we've already established the hound speaks in an eloquent manner. And
Braun just looks at him and nods.
so Braun does his magic where a portal opens, and on the other side you see what looks like a castle courtyard. There does appear to be some fires off to the side, and a man standing across from the portal with his arms crossed, almost like waiting for you. This is where Braun says, "Go, I am needed elsewhere."
I love Big Dragonborn that gives us gifts and then drops us in unfamiliar places.
And then leaves.
That's what I meant by drop.
Well, remember, his first duty is to Gond, so If he's needed elsewhere, it must be serious.
Ah, yes. Well, I mean, the world is starting to get to be a serious place here.
So I take it you guys walk through?
Yes, we do. Kind of cautiously.
All right, you make it to the other side, where you are face to face with a almost drow-looking person, but he doesn't seem to actually be, and his looks very gruff and says,
Finally, Braun was supposed to send you earlier than this. I understand there's a lot going on, but we are in desperate need of backup.
and right then you hear a crash from behind you across the castle wall, and now that you are in, I'm going to send you a link to D20 so we can all see a map. And then while that is loading, I will describe your actions. He begins to point, and you look where he's pointing, and he says,
We have defenses on the walls. Our ballistas fire down as many of the attackers as is possible, but they have catapults on the far line. There are crossbowmen behind their infantry. We know that there are foxholes to the southeast and the southwest of the castle where they have something digging under. We know that, thanks to the scouts, there is a battering ram manned by giants on its way. And at the very back, their leader, the war captain, Yagnutz, the hand broken shield, sits making his plans.
All right.
So there are ways that you can, with your limited numbers.
so now that everyone's in and can see, you have people that are on your forces on the inside of the wall, looped around. You can see where all the ballistas are. You can see the attacking force.
Okay.
As the captain gives you the tour, says we have a multitude of things to deal with here. We have, the catapults that are firing in. We have the attacking legions. We have also, things that must be done.
This town cannot be allowed to fall.
Okay. All right. What exactly are the forces that are arrayed against us?
Orcs, armored, and there are hundreds of them.
They weren't armored. I was just gonna go in wild shape and tear them up, but they're armored. Sad.
All right. How far away are the catapults from the walls?
Good question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's say at least 120 feet. Maybe a bit more. Maybe let's call it like 120 to 150 feet out, something like that. Give them a decent distance. I didn't exactly have enough map space to fit everything, so you have to still do a little theater of the mind.
So we just gotta go full on war then, huh? And just battle however we see fit.
Or you could use subterfuge. There's all sorts of options. I mean, I'm interested to see what you guys do. You are the special backup sent by Braun, who, knows a thing or two about the Gondian ways and felt that you were appropriate in this situation.
I have a plan. Alpha, how many baby bombs do you have?
Unfortunately, I only have the materials to produce one at a time. We must have better production facilities.
Okay. My plan is because now I can wild shape and fly with wild shape. I was thinking, I wild shape into like an eagle or something, carry baby bomb, and just drop it like a nuke on top of the group of orcs. Well, they're probably not in all one area, but find like the biggest group up of them and just drop a bomb on them.
I'm not sure. That's a good place to start. Maybe I'm not sure if that is what we. Not sure if that's necessarily the way to go, because I'm not sure if that'll do enough damage.
Well, what else do we have that will do enough damage?
That's what I'm saying is, if we can, you know what, we need more information. So Dane turns to the captain and says, "Who commands these orcs? Is this a unified army, or are these just a bunch of warring clans that have gotten together to attack the town? What's the background behind these orcs?"
There are no warring clans anymore. They have all been taken over by one philosophy, one new religion that has dominated all of them, and they are sweeping across the land. We guard the crossing of the river here. If they get through, countless will fall.
What religion? Does it have anything to do with Chrome?
You have heard of them? Yes. Their shiny body plates disgust me. I am a believer in progress, and they wish to end it. They think all that is necessary is to be pretty. They are all form and no function.
Alright.
Have you seen? Is there a shaman around somewhere?
Shaman? We don't really have those. Are you talking on their side or our side?
The orcs side.
Oh. No, the most we have seen is their war captain. We haven't seen anything other than that. I do not believe they believe in the use of magics beyond their own prayers.
All right. Where can you point out their war captain to us?
He runs up. He leads you down to the front, the southernmost point on the wall next to his men, and points far in the distance. He says,
There, that tent, just off the map you can see in D100, is where he lies. We have seen him enter and leave there many times, guarded by his closest and most trusted bodyguards.
How far away is the tent?
"Oh God, let's call it, say, 250,
All right.
maybe 300,
Castro,
300 feet."
How far can you fly?
As far as I want to.
True.
As a giant eagle, I can fly there pretty fast. A giant eagle has a fly of 80 feet. Fly speed of 80 feet.
Okay. So you realize that once you start flying over, you might make yourself a target to all these other orcs with bows, so you have to be careful. So I think what might be a good idea is if you transform into an eagle, take the bomb and drop it on the tent.
So we are gonna fight them.
One way or another, I was thinking maybe if we could control them, or if there was disparate clans, we can get the orcs to fight amongst themselves. But cutting the head off the snake is as good a place to start as any.
Alright. I was thinking that you were gonna try negotiating, considering we've met them before and are semi-friendly with them, but I like this action, so I'm not going to argue. I can definitely turn into an eagle.
I mean,
Someone take Jeremy from me.
we could ask to go see the shaman, but
There's no
no guarantee.
Yeah, there's no guarantee that these orcs will remember who we are or even care about if they've met us before.
They'll remember. They'll care. But yeah, I'm sure they're
Their religion will
yeah,
be more important.
They're pretty zealous, and I don't know how much we can talk. How much they'll listen to reason. So okay.
I'll just drop the bomb.
Well,
Start
first,
with-
let's start with your wild shape. Roll me a 1d100. 1d20. Make sure you're successful there.
As a 16.
Yep, you're good.
Alright. Transform into a giant eagle. I'm just going to assume I've probably seen a giant eagle before.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, alright.
I think that one's fair to just give you. I mean, you've lived in the forest for a while. You're going to see an eagle.
Yeah. So yeah, you watch as my horns go back into feathers, my arms extend into very powerful feathered wings, and mouth elongates into a sharp beak. I'll like carefully like maneuver Jeremy over to probably Ray, because Ray has probably the best animal handling out of anybody.
Yeah, probably.
And I'll motion for Alpha to give me the bomb.
Alpha quickly makes some adjustments to the bomb, so you don't have to physically light it. It'll have like an internal, explosive trigger.
Okay.
Like a contact explosive.
Basically, yeah, like a small little vial he attaches in there that can break when it makes contact, and boom.
I want to see how good you do on that. Can you roll me a 1d20 and add your sleight of hand?
What is my sleight of hand? See here, where I need to go into here. Why is this? Roll 1d20 plus 5. 13.
You fumble with it a bit. It's not the prettiest work you've done, but it's the first time you've had to do something like this on the fly. So you do okay. I mean, you get it. How about this? It's functional in the most basic sense possible.
Good enough.
All right. All right. Well, you're off.
Yep. Grip it with my talons and go flying in the direction of the tent.
Okay, so you make it first. It's going to take you, because I want to make sure you're carrying that. It's going to take you 3 rounds basically to get there. And so the first one, there's no problem. You go up, you go across, you see the infantrymen down below, mulling about, taunting the townsfolk, whatever. But then you get a little further, and there you see the archers. And I'm just going to make a couple rolls at disadvantage. So there's a first volley of arrows that flies way under you, no problem. The second volley flies way over you as you move deftly through. And then the third, as you come near the tent, oh, nice. You dive down to make your drop, and they totally miss. So you're doing good. Yeah, every time I kind of rolled one die well, the second one came in. The highest I ever got to was an 8. So,
Thank God.
yeah. All right, you drop the bomb. So I want to make sure for your targeting. On this one, roll a 1d20 and do your sleight of hand.
As an eagle?
Yes,
Actually,
because
it's our skills are the same as
Sleight of talent.
sleight of talon.
yeah, sleight of talent. I need to know how well you drop it, and I'm trying to see basically how well you target it, because it's kind of an attack roll, but you're not attacking.
That would be a 6.
Okay. Well, that's not great. So
Oh, okay, wait. Oh, I was gonna say, Eagle has keen sight, so has advantage on checks that rely on sight.
it's not really a sight thing. What you're being shot at, you're diving down and you're dropping an exploding baby.
It's more of a timing thing.
Yeah. So
Right.
you do that, you roll up. I'm gonna check something really quick. All right, we'll say that it falls. So you didn't hit the tent dead on like you were hoping. It fell just behind the tent. And we need to roll. So, Alpha, if you could roll for the damage of that.
What was the damage calculator?
Ah, I will
wow.
find that really quick. Sorry, I thought you had that.
Oh, I was just thinking about that. Like, where did we
Baby
do
bombs,
this?
here it is. I have a file here, and I'll send a copy to you. So,
Hey.
5d6 fire damage.
He.
So let me send you this file really quick before I forget. All right. What did you get? 20. Okay. And on top of that, we have the file here, which says 20-foot radius is the explosion. I think we can safely say that the tent does not make a dexterity saving throw. So, and it is flammable, so it catches on fire. So, from your guys' side, what you see is the tent, a very bright flash behind it, the front flaps launching up into the air, and a fraction of a second later, everything bursting into flames. Now, you only see one individual, kind of a skinnier, smaller orc, go running out, screaming on fire. And let's see, the eagle, Castros, you've got to swoop back up and miss another arrow barrage. So I need to look at one thing really quick. Make sure I get my proper, attacks according to the book. Overdraw, there it is. +5 to hit on that, which would be... Oh, so that is does 19 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay, so finally, after all these arrows shooting at you, because you swooped down and you're coming back up, you got one lucky one just happened to nail you dead on. And that is for 6 piercing damage.
All right.
So that arrow hits you, and you spin up. Then there's the explosion, and a bunch of the troops get knocked back on the side, and the tent is on fire. You see, from your perspective, those that are closest by immediately start running to try to put the fire out. And you see that one guy that goes burning, and instead of doing the proper stop, drop, and roll, he just runs around until someone can grab him and snuff the fire out with a big piece of canvas.
Oh, he didn't die?
He didn't... Well, I was thinking probably not. He's just in incredible pain. Maybe out of mercy, they'll just kill him really quick or something like that. But you make your way back. Now there's a great distraction, and they're not shooting at you.
Cool.
All right. What do you guys do now?
I guess if you want, you can give me other things to throw at them while they're distracted and trying to deal with the fire. Might as well hit now.
Yeah, I think unless Alpha can make more baby bombs, I think your utility as an eagle is probably about done. I don't want you to end up getting an arrow in the wing and crashing and being stranded out there.
I used to be an eagle like you once until I took an arrow in the wing.
Yeah, okay. It's
So-
just a waste of a wild shape.
Yeah,
It can't
well,
be helped.
You've done your part. Oof. All right. Dane's going to turn to the captain. He's going to ask him. So, how many defenders do we have in this town?
Oh, not as many as I would like to see. My total here is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're about 80 men strong.
Against how many orcs? Hundreds?
1, 2, 3. There are approximately 80 orcish fighters in full armor. Or is that... No, sorry. 60 orcish fighters in full armor. 80 in partial to no armor, 60 crossbowmen, 7 catapults, and a battering ram on its way.
Got it.
Trying to think. We take out the catapults.
Now, what we need a magic user that can cast fireball is what we need, but none of us are really able to do that.
I have fire bolts. I have flame blade and produce flame. Produce flame.
It's not the same.
Not the same. You're right.
So the captain.
I was ember right now, but no. Druids can't learn fireball.
Anyway, what we're saying.
The captain gets signaled from one of the men on the wall to come look. And he runs up, is handed a device. He then pulls out his sword, holds it in front of him, like, that scene from Robin Hood, when Morgan Freeman gives Kevin Costner the sight glass and he's looking through at the sheriff. So he's kind of doing that and looking, and you hear him kind of mutter a curse in some language that you don't recognize, but you can tell it's a curse because, come on, we can always tell when someone's cursing no matter what language it is.
Right.
And off in the distance, you see he describes to you that the flames of the tent have been snuffed out, and from the ground beneath it, there was a hole, and climbed out the war captain.
Wow. So the war captain wasn't hurt at all by that.
Correct.
Good to know. Ray, what spells do you know? I mean, do you do the Wall of Thorns? Is that one that you know?
I know something I could do.
What? Entangle or?
Call lightning.
Oh, there you go.
Let me just check the stats on that real quick. So I guess I come back and I de-wild shape. Pull the arrow out of wherever it hit me.
It's through like the soft tissue of your arm or something like that.
Just rips it out. Because if I wanted to, I can do call lightning and concentrate on that while in wild shape. As long as I cast the spell before I wild shape, I can keep that concentrated and do stuff in wild shape if I wanted to. Just go
Interesting.
around. Yeah, they specify that in the druid section. It's like, yeah, if you have like a concentration spell like that doesn't require any like verbal / like somatic elements after you've casted it, then you can keep that concentrated while you're in wild shape. And the example they used was call lightning, so I know for a fact it works with that one.
Dang, and that'd be God, if you multi-classed into a bard College of Silence, the ones that are mimes, one of their skills is it removes all verbal components of spells.
Oh, so yeah, you could do any concentration spell then with wild shape. Yeah. So if you guys wanted, I could become some CR2 creature or CR1 creature and start barreling through battlefield with a call lightning spell.
No, I don't. I think you can probably stand on the wall. What's the range of your call lightning?
Let me see. Pretty far. I guess
120 feet.
120 feet, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, from the wall, you can cast it anywhere you want. You don't need to get out melee range because you'd be.
Well, yeah, but I just wanted to do more than just call lightning.
Well, I mean, so tactically speaking, we want to stay up behind the walls because we're outnumbered.
True.
And honestly, we're probably outgunned, out-armored. So our best protection is to kind of man the walls where we're forcing them to come at us. And, we're kind of playing a defensive action, and we want to kind of, a war of attrition, really, where
I know.
we want to take away their resources before they can take away our resources.
Yeah. There wouldn't happen to be a pre-existing storm right now, would there?
No.
Darn it. I'll always be looking for that. Wherever outside and there's already a storm going on, I'll always be looking. Because I got an extra 1d10.
Okay.
So the best thing Ray can do is out of range, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how far away this thing
Well,
is
just
exactly.
what spells do you know?
Okay, so I know Spike Growth, which is the one I used to do a crap ton of damage to the Pumpkin King last time we saw him. But I don't think I can get it in the range. And then the second best thing I can do right now that would maybe hit, but I think it's out of range, is I can do Hail of Thorns, which is I sprout thorns that rain down from my arrow.
Okay. So just the wall of thorns, keep that handy for when that battering ram gets close.
The Spike Growth, you mean?
Spike growth. And then as you should probably get Entangle ready for when the battering ram gets close.
Tingle's not going to be strong enough, I don't think.
Well, just all we can, if we can slow it up for a couple of turns, that helps.
Alright.
We just don't want that banging up against the gate. If we can at all help it.
So you don't want me to call lightning just yet, then?
No, you can call lightning. I'm just saying.
I can't do both. It's call lightning or entangle.
Oh, now call lightning's probably the better spell.
Especially if Ray's already doing spike growth. And it... Okay. How spread out are things, then?
Well, you can kind of see where everyone is.
You should definitely focus on the war captain.
Got it. Because any point within 120 feet, it's a 10-foot tall... Is that 60-foot radius? If it's 60-foot radius, then that's fine. I think... I can't read my own handwriting, god damn it. Can you pass me the... Thank you.
Alpha,
So I just...
what are you thinking through all this?
I believe I shall go and begin preparing the ballistas.
Alrighty then.
So there are men up there manning them. You can just command them. You're effectively in charge.
But we need to coordinate a barrage for when things come in range.
True.
Yeah.
It's 60-foot
Well,
radius.
Following your attack on the war captain, he has ordered a charge. So
Okay.
you see the ground troops begin to move forward, and the crossbow orcs. I almost said crossbowmen,
Why, the very name is racist.
but the crossbow orcs step into position.
You want me to just call lightning and try to take out as many people as I can right now? It's a 60-foot radius spell. It takes up that whole area.
Still, aim it at the war captain.
Well, yeah, but... So War Captain's still, close-ish to the tent?
He's down there 100, or he's 250 feet away.
I can't reach
So-
him then.
Correct.
250 feet away?
Yeah, that's where the tent was.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I thought the tent was only 120 feet away. Okay.
That's the range of my spell, so I can't reach him. How close are...
Well, how many times can you cast call lightning?
Concentration up to 10 minutes. And I can choose whatever point I want, I think, on every turn.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So on each of your turns until the spell ends, you can use your action to call down lightning in this way again, targeting the same point or a different one. So, how close are the catapults that they have then?
I don't know.
Catapults are standing out approximately 150 feet.
Darn it. Is there anything within 120 feet of the wall?
Yeah,
The orc.
yes, the advancing orc infantrymen.
Guess I'll just take out them then. Alright, I'll climb on top of the wall, hopefully some are slightly protected, so I'm not at the mercy of their arrows and cast Call Lightning. Let's do it in a level 4 spell slot as well. Get an extra 1d10 damage.
Damn. All right.
So to cast, that is... Oh, my spell attack bonus is so high now. I still only got a 15 to cast it.
That's fine. I mean, that
Yeah.
that should be plenty.
Yeah, I know. Each creature within 5 feet of that point. So I'm gonna. So on that wall, I guess I'm just gonna try and see which point has the most orcs and center there, and call down a hail of lightning.
Okay. Well, assuming you... Let me grab you real quick, and I'll move you to the wall. So, assuming you're out here, approximately, then I would say you're probably shooting for, like, the group over here on the left. I think I can put a... I'll just put a 20-foot radius aura on him really quick. Oh, geez. That's not accurate. Sorry, let me fix that. There we go. But we'll assume that's more like here-ish, right?
Yeah.
Can you see that?
I mean, it doesn't matter. I'll aim at all of them at some point, so... Yeah, I see it.
Okay, good.
So that should be 16 lightning damage. They can make a dex saving throw.
Okay, well, I will roll for groups of them and, like, groups of 10. Make it easy. So you're calling down lightning on an area that covers about 50 orcs.
It's within 5 feet.
Oh, it's only within 5 feet? Oh.
Yeah.
How
it?
small is the radius?
The spell radius is 60 feet, but whenever I target a point with a strike with lightning, it's an enemy creature within 5 feet of that point.
Oh.
Okay. Gotcha.
So I'll do my best, but, like...
So, in reality, I only have to actually... I'll roll for, like, 3 individuals, basically.
I will take that.
Alright. 1 saves and 2 fail.
Well, what do you think the spell save DC is?
Well, considering that one got a 5, one got an 8, and the other got a 19, I'm thinking that that's probably... It doesn't matter.
The one guy barely saves. My spell save DC is now 18, so...
Oh, geez. Well, good to
Yeah.
know, but I
I was
figured if
making
it's
sure.
a 19... I'm just saying, I figured a 19 is probably good.
Yes, yeah,
I think that's a pretty safe assumption.
Yeah.
was just making sure.
And that's... I didn't even do any additions. That's just raw numbers, so...
Yeah, alright.
So...
The
Okay,
one who
you
saves takes 8 lightning damage, and the other 2 take 16.
Holy crap. So, I'm thinking from your perspective, because these are... You hit the armored guys, and it rips through their armor. It, being metal, being shined chrome, it just
Right.
blows through them and conducts it all over, and it jumps from the one to the next. It's almost like a ball lightning effect, just blowing through the metal. It's like when... what is that? There's a Stargate episode when they first introduced the Ascended Ancients, and Amidasala calls down lightning and just blows through the Jaffa's armor.
I forgot, yeah, Shocking Grasp does that. Like, if your opponent has, like, metal armor, you get, like, extra damage on it because of that.
Yep, I'm giving it to you. Yeah, you just ripped through. The 2 of them are completely dead, just literally cooked in their armor. The other one is not quite dead, but he wishes he was.
Cool. Alright. I mean, I guess you guys do whatever now, like, help Alpha ready the whatever, or do your own thing. I'll keep them occupied for now.
He's the cooked... What do they call him? Oh man, the ghost researcher. He's the cooked ghost researcher in High Spirits.
Something smells very wrong here.
Yes, it does. It smells like burnt rubber.
No, that's me.
That was
Nice.
so good.
Alright, so yeah, I will keep them occupied.
Awesome. So yeah, you struck that, and those 3 are down, and others continue to charge towards you. The battering ram wiggles its way that much closer. They are giants, they move slow, but they slow and steady is their mantra as they walk. Low, steady, low, steady.
Heave ho, as they like carry the battering ram closer.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, well, Dane, Alpha, Ray, do you guys want to do anything? Castros has been kind of dominating here.
Oh, I'm not sure how close are they, because I'm not sure if anything I can do will reach them.
Oh, they're close enough now that your arrows should be able to land to shoot them.
Alrighty. Hang on. Hand me the book real quick.
Now, mind you, you will be shooting towards the armored orcs that are advancing.
How far away is the battering ram?
The battering ram is still a good... Oh, let's see, that's diagonal. So, let's call it 100 feet, just to round it off.
Well, next turn,
Maybe
if we want, I can target the battering ram.
No, that's all right.
Alpha command. If it's in 100 feet, then we should start the ballista barrages.
Oh, good idea.
I have a range of 120, so I'm saying as soon as that rolls in their thing, targeting the guards of the giants and the battering ram people.
Well, I will say that one of them is within range. Like you could shoot one of them would be able to shoot it.
120 feet. No. Guess we roll for that.
Yes.
Oh, it's +6. If we're using standard ballista, right?
Yes.
It'd be 1d20 +6. How many ballistas are we firing?
Just the one. So there's one full-size ballista at basically each parapet, and there's only one parapet within range right now.
All right, so that's 24 to hit.
24, you said?
Mm-hmm.
That hits.
All right, and damage is 3d10. 3 damage.
All right. Pretty good hit. You that arrow slams into the side of this armored battering ram, and it kind of knocks the giants to the side and stumbles them, but they keep advancing.
Reload.
Say the ram is 100 feet away.
Yes.
Alrighty, that's close enough for me to cast a 20-foot radius of spike growth. Because my range is 150 feet.
Nice.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna cast a 20-foot radius of spike growth.
Right in front of it? Nice.
19.
Oh yeah, you successfully cast that.
Nice. Alrighty, it takes 2d4 piercing damage every 5 feet it travels.
Awesome.
The battering ram might not, but the people carrying.
Yeah.
So is that battering ram completely encased in metal?
More or less, yes.
Okay.
But you can still attack the feet of the giants, because giants don't wear shoes.
Right. Well, I was more interested in attacking the battering ram itself, trying to set it on fire.
It's metal.
But if it's metal, that's not going to help much.
It's shiny. Very shiny.
Okay. Well, let's see. All right, I'm going to cast a firebolt at one of the giants.
Okay, you cannot directly see him from where you're at, so you could just cast it at the battering ram itself. Kind of hope that some splash damage hits.
Okay, well, if I'm lucky, maybe I'll ignite the battering ram or get the metal hot enough it starts burning the wood that it's encasing.
Oh, let's see. There's always a chance.
All right. Okay. So that's a 22.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that's successful.
Nice. And then... Okay, here we go. That's a whopping 4 fire damage.
Hey, better than 0. Or better than 1.
Not a lot. I rolled 2d10 and I get a 3 and a 1.
Awesome.
Yeah, that seems to be my my MO more often than not.
Well, you did just throw magical fire at a steel structure, so...
That's a good point. Oh,
Okay.
So that was a cantrip.
Yep.
How far away are the closest orcs?
They're closer than that. I mean, they're now getting to be probably like, 80 feet out or so.
No, okay, that's still too far away for me to throw my javelin. Yeah. Well, actually, might as well. I can throw the javelin out to 120 feet. I just have to roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna attempt to cast my javelin at one of the closest orc to me.
So there's a group of like 10 of them. So, I mean, chances are you'll be able to just chuck it and hit one. But, yeah, go ahead and roll your disadvantage. Tell me what you get. I'm curious.
Okay. Well, the first roll was an 8, so that's pretty poor just right off the bat. The second roll is a 14, but that 8's pretty pitiful.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you got above 10, I was pretty much going to give it to you for just hitting one of them randomly.
Yeah.
But, okay, yeah, you chuck it out, you try to hit one, and they avoid it.
Yeah, it's fine. I just return it to my hand.
Cool. I guess... Wait, Ray still hasn't done anything.
Yeah, she did. She
Spike growth.
spike growth.
Spike growth,
around the
that's right.
background.
Okay, and then so it's just... And then Alpha, you fired the ballista.
So it's the orc's turn again, I'm assuming.
Yes. Yes, so there will be a advancement of the orc army. Moving their way up.
Great.
And with their advancement, they move into position. A volley of catapult rounds comes flying in and just smashes the crap out of buildings around you. Well, behind you now that you're up at the wall. And then a volley of arrows comes flying at you as they... Well, are they close enough yet? Let's see. Crossbows are technically just barely in range, so they all shoot high and start firing away. And let's see. All right, they hit one person up there who... Well, okay. I'm going to say it this way, because we're dealing with hordes of people. So they hit at least 2 of your companions on the wall. Oh, make that 3 of the people on the wall, so they all get struck down. And then one of you guys, I'm just going to roll a 1d4 and see who gets hit. That would be a 2. And what was, let's see, it went... So Dane, you're the one that gets hit, because it went Cassos then you. And that hit is... Ha! Are you kidding me? That's a whole whopping 4 damage of a hit.
I was gonna say, it should not be me, because I have to concentrate on the spell.
No. I just decided to roll, because it's a whole volley coming up.
Well, no, I'm just saying, Dane over here was looking kind of, grumbling, and I was like, well, I need to concentrate on spell, so better you than me. It's like...
Yeah. But you do get, and you mind you, so Dane, as you get hit, there is like a guy next to you that also got hit, but the hit him in like the jugular, and he goes down. So you're doing much better than that guy.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the orcs are doing better than we are.
Hey, I killed 2 guys.
Well, yeah, the idea of this is to try to see what creative solutions you can come up with.
Yeah. The bomb was probably our best bet, but I botched that one.
Not really.
No one died.
No, but you did figure out, what one of the orcs' secrets was.
Oh, they had a hole?
Yeah, and you drove out the commander out of the hole.
True.
Alrighty, so what about the guys holding the battering ram? Because if they move, they have to take damage.
Oh, yes, they move and take damage, both.
Okay, how far did they move? Because every 5 feet they take 2d4 damage.
Let's just call it 10 Let's just call it 10 feet.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not going to move it this turn because it jumps so far, so I'll move it next turn into where they'll be.
Okay. So do I roll for damage now or no?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm
Yeah.
just saying that the token I'm not going to move because it snaps to grid in the wrong spot.
That's 12. Move 10 feet. 5 plus 7. You roll 2d4. For every 5 feet they move 10 feet. You rolled 4. Why not?
Oh, I guess that counts. Fine, 12 damage.
Nice.
Is it Kazros' turn again?
Yes, just roll right through. So, Castros, do it.
I gotta do a wisdom check first to make sure I'm still concentrating.
Ah, yes.
That is a 15.
You're good.
Alright. And then we're gonna target another point, probably right next to the guys I targeted last time.
Okay.
That's a 24 to hit.
Holy crap.
I told you, I have a good spell attack bonus now. I get plus 11 on my spell attack bonus.
And everyone in that area fails. This time, 4 of them you hit with your lightning as your strike hits the ground, dances across their armor, and just cooks them like they're being microwaved.
Okay, one sec. That is 27 damage to all of them.
Woo! Yeah, they just fall over cooked. There's like a smoking, just corpse that falls over on the battlefield.
I rolled well for that one.
Yay.
Last one was kind of pitiful. Like, Alpha's 3d10 rolled better than my 4d10.
Technically not alphas, the ballistas.
Yeah, Alpha was just firing the ballista.
Well, yeah, but still, like... Anyways. That's 6 orcs killed by me. I will take that. It's like...
Yes, good job.
Woohoo!
And
Alright.
all right, Dane, see what you can do. Unless
All right.
I'm assuming Cassos was done.
Well, yeah, that's all I can do. Unless I were to wild shape and do things, but I don't think I... Is it a bonus action?
Dane is going to call forth Kashak Varn.
Okay. So you grab your rock and you give it a good rub, and he comes shooting out. And, what?
We've got a bit of a situation here, Kashak. I'm going to need your help for a little while.
He looks over the wall. He looks back at you, and he just starts laughing. Yeah, you do. You want to give him a command or something? Because he's just laughing uncontrollably at you right now.
Yes. Do we have... how many orcs are within 60 feet of us right now?
Within 60 feet?
Yeah.
Probably not many, if any, because you're kind of over to the side here. So...
How,
I mean,
how far away? Yeah, go ahead.
How far away? I mean, they're closing in. If they were like at 80 before, or... Yeah, we'll just say they're on the edge. We'll say they're right at 60 feet. How about that?
Okay. So, Kashak Barn is going to target a group of. So you say there's possibly 12 orcs within 60 feet.
Sure. Yes.
Okay, one second. I gotta make sure it's good for 12.
This is your benevolent GM, and this is an ad break. We have a book. Please visit Azentuary.com for Azentuary, the Saga of Erda. Basically, season 1 of our podcast. Learn all of the weird inside jokes. Get to read the adventure instead of listen to it. And solve the mystery that is Erda. Again, that's Azentuary.com, where you can order your copy today.
Okay, so Kashak is going to cast Mass Suggestion at this nearest group of orcs.
Oh, and actually, sorry, I'm following. If I go strictly to what I have here, it's actually 6 right there. But still, mass suggestion to the group.
Well, if he can only influence 6, maybe he waits another turn until they get a little bit closer so he can get more people within his radius.
Okay, because I'm looking at what's closest to you, and with the ones that have already been killed with lightning strikes, those were the closest ones. And so, over half of that group is now deceased.
Okay, that's fine. All right. So he, why don't you come back to me here then? I gotta change my train of thought here. See if Alpha can do something here real quick.
Okay. Alpha, you want to take over on this one?
Alpha's just been reloading, taking care of stuff.
Reloaded your ballista and you're firing again?
Yeah, well, it takes one action to load, so yeah.
But then you just fire immediately?
Well, one action to load, one action to aim, one action to fire.
Okay, so basically you've got it loaded in there. So next round, because you're not really having to re-aim it; it's still pointed the same direction.
Yeah.
So next round you fire it, but for now you're just.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Got it. Well then, I'll assume Dane's still working. Let's give Ray a chance.
Well, I can't really do anything else because all my spells require concentration, and I don't want to get rid of that spike growth patch that I have.
Speaking of, you'll have to make a wisdom check then to keep concentration.
Yeah.
You also have a bow and arrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think keep concentration and strike with that.
Yeah. Keep concentration first. Ooh, no. That's a 4.
Yeah, your concentration is broken.
Oh, no. That thing can do so much damage.
Bad rolls are just gonna kill us.
Oh,
yeah, they are.
I guess now you just target with your arrows. If you want, though, now you can cast Hail of Thorns with said arrow.
Damn.
Well,
Alright.
actually,
But, I mean, it's
So
not
the-
the best.
are all these enemies only coming in at one spot across the bridge there?
Not currently.
Well, why don't we get the other ballistas working as well then? Anything that falls in range.
Oh yeah, heck yeah, go for it.
I don't know. What do we got? 3 of them in range?
5, 4.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll tint him out for you. Let's finish up with Ray though, really quick.
I'm just gonna roll in the meantime.
Okay.
I guess I'll just take one of these weird new arrows I got, my whipper, and fire at will the nearest orc.
Okay. So that would be the one with the little yellow highlight on it. So you take a shot right there, and you grabbed out of the Vago arrows. So roll me a 1d100 and tell me what you get.
3.
Can barely hear you, but all right. That is a acid arrow. The glass head of this arrow shatters upon impact, spraying the target in corrosive acid. On hit, the target takes an additional 1d4 acid damage.
See if it hits.
Yes, well, roll to hit.
That's 8 to hit.
Oh, God.
I rolled a 2 last turn, and now I rolled a 3.
Yeah, that's not doing so well. You know,
Whatever,
it
I get an extra attack. So
I have
get
an explanation for this. So to go for it, if you check the rolls, one of the ballistas did a nat 1 and failed, so we could say the ballista just exploded or something, and that's what set
Oh,
you
yeah.
off.
Jeez.
Seems like we're doing swell today.
Anywho, I have an extra attack, so I'm gonna take another random arrow out of my quiver and fire again, I guess.
Alrighty.
Roll another 1d100.
Yes, please.
That one is 97.
Ooh, 97. You're up there. So... I'm sorry, this is just too funny. So, well, roll to hit first. Because the effect that occurs from this is going to depend entirely on whether or not you hit.
Okay, well, I rolled a 19 plus 5, which is a 24.
Okay. So, two things happen. First, your arrow embeds itself into the orc. And you see this impact, and right as you go, yes, you immediately find yourself standing on top of his body.
It's a teleportation arrow?
Yes.
Well, do I at least get a roll damage?
Oh yeah, go for it. You killed him. I'm just gonna tell you killed him because you stuck him in the neck and then landed on top of him and just smashed him into the ground.
Well, at least I killed him.
Yeah, but now she's 80 feet outside the wall,
Oh, not quite that far. Only 60.
surrounded by orcs.
Yes, there is that.
Minor details.
Minor
just-
details.
So, we're all failing until Ray hits something, but then she gets teleported into the middle of the battlefield.
This is awesome, though. Oh, yeah, and I got to mark there's that one that Alpha was running around, setting up, shooting the ballistas, and blew one up.
There's only 4 of them, right?
That were in range, yes. There are more. And another couple will be in range next round.
Guessing 3 of those hit.
Well, there's only 2 that you can fire right now towards creatures. With one of them having exploded.
Okay. Those 2 of them hit.
Normally I'd be frustrated, but for once I'm the one that's done, the only one doing well.
Since the ballistas are all manned by other people, who just calling shots, Alpha's gonna start running, basically jumping off the wall, and to go out and support Ray.
Awesome. All right, you take a jump. Give me an athletics check.
What is my athletics? Ooh, +4. Nice. So...
Dang, you did great. Yeah, you flip yourself off, you land, and you start making your way over towards Ray.
Alright. I guess this is fine. I mean, Ray would have been better up on the wall where she has the long-ranged attacks, but this is fine. We still have Dane and Castros out of harm's way.
I got this. I can just rapid fire these goons.
Oh! That is handy. Alright. So does it mean it's the orc's turn again?
Well, we skipped Dane? We should come back. Dane, did you come up with a...
Yeah, so apparently I was channeling, I thought Kashak Varn was a warlock. He's not. He's a sorcerer. So he actually has Fireball.
Excellent.
So he's gonna cast Fireball at one of the closest the catapult that's right next to the battering ram. And
Okay.
he's gonna use it. Yeah,
What's
go
the
ahead.
range on a fireball?
150 feet.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
So let's see. Reroll here. Hey, Emily, quick. What's the spell casting on?
Sorcerer? It depends. What level is Catch Farm?
10.
Oh, that is perfect. Let's see. It's somewhere. 1 sec.
Well, you rolled a 12 without any spell casting bonuses added.
Did I never write down my attack bonus?
Well, you said he rolled a 12.
Yeah, without any bonuses.
So it's his proficiency, so then you can add on your proficiency bonus and your charisma modifier.
Oh, okay. So that'd be +7, so that's 19.
Yeah, you're successful at that.
Perfect. All right, cool.
Apparently, I never wrote down the attack bonus for some reason.
Okay, so that's a 20-foot radius sphere.
Yep.
All right, so it's going to be 10d6.
Dang.
Fireball is nice to have.
What's the what do you have to do to do this here?
I think it's just that. There it is.
Oh. Okay, well, we'll take you, Ben, because you rolled better than I did.
Oh, I didn't realize you did it the same time I did. That's
Yeah.
funny, because I had 4 1s. I just happened to also get 4 6s.
Yeah, I also had 4 1s and ended up, yeah. The ones we're cursed with the ones tonight. So,
All right, we can use mine. Let's put a big X over that. And there's going to be some dead orcs here as well. And the battering ram has taken a bunch of damage, but it is still moving.
How about the giants that are carrying the battering ram?
Oh yeah, they are also. I mean, they've gotten cooked, much like. Oh god, what is that? Not the Minotaur, Bull of Minos or whatever, the one that they cooked people in.
Oh yes.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Okay.
Nice. Well, you gave him a good blast.
Nice. All right.
All right, now.
Dane is going to cast Firebolt at the battering ram again.
Oh, all right. You may do that.
9 + 8 is 17.
Jeez, that oil. Oh, that does not hit.
Oh, really?
Yes, the AC is higher.
Okay. Well, would they have to do a spell save, or is that just a regular? Is it considered a regular attack, or?
It is, because cantrips just act like a regular, like you're attacking with them.
Okay. All right. But since it's a cantrip, are there any orcs that are kind of close by? I'm guessing they're closer now, right?
Well, that's the end. That would be if that's the end of your turn, yes, they're going to move closer.
Well, no, I mean, so. Oh, I guess summoning Kashak was probably one action. So okay, that's fine.
Yeah. He's total. I forgot about that you did that. So yeah, he's summoned. Yeah, he's there. You're good.
Okay.
All right. So all these guys, let me move everyone forward. So now everyone will definitely be within range for you. Except I don't want the one on top of Alpha. And everything jumped forward a bit more than I expected. So I'm considering the area immediately outside the town to be basically like difficult terrain. So it'll slow them down but not stop them. And that's why there's that bridge, because it's the only spot where there's like not difficult terrain. It's just normal terrain.
Okay.
All right, these guys charge in. Whoops, let's not put him there. Put him there. Oh, I should move. I didn't mean to move that. There we go. We're that far in. Okay. They come up to advance. The charge is getting very close to the walls, and the volleys now begin in earnest. And they are no longer at disadvantage as they are close enough that they can start hitting. So I'm going to roll. Let's see, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of archers all firing simultaneously at you. And I'm just going to, for most of the guys, I'm going to do a high-low for each group. And 2, 4, 5 of your guys on the wall go down. And one of them gets hit by a nat 20. So he just gets blasted off the wall, and we're going to say that actually shoots through 2 of them at once. 2 of your regulars up there. Like, the arrow is fired so perfectly, it went through one guy's jugular and then out and into the next person. I'm going to roll for hits.
Here's a thought. If
Yeah.
the regulars are taking damage and dying, shouldn't they also be able to, like, have an attack of their own? So...
Oh yes, but they
they're
just
a
had
little more-
regular bows to fire back, which had been out of range.
all right.
Yeah, so they're just now able to start using their bows to fire back. These guys just had the advantage running in and firing with crossbows, versus the archers that are gonna now finally be able to retaliate.
Okay.
All right, but to you guys. So, oh yeah, and there's. All right. Jeez, I forgot. Then there's Alpha and Ray down on the field. So, I'll deal first with one of the shots. Goes for Ray. Dane's yours misses. And I just know because I rolled low enough. It's a +5. Ray, does a 19 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. That is 5 piercing damage.
Okie dokie.
Alright. Now to the ground. Alpha, you fell down, or you jumped off, and well, I guess they're still a little ways away, so the melee guys aren't going to be in contact with you yet, because you're just at the base of the wall. Ray, on the other hand, is in the middle of it. And we'll say the closest 2 will take a strike at you. And the first one swings for a 17 to hit.
Alpha.
No, not
I
Alpha.
thought it was
Ray.
Ray.
Oh,
It is Ray.
right.
Yeah.
It hits.
It hits. Okay. That's why I didn't know. I had to check. Make sure to bring that up. Alright, that is this guy. Ooh, that's a whole 4.
4 damage. Whoa.
That was
Ray takes
pathetic.
another 4 damage.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Alright. There's... Oh, sorry, I've got 3 written down around you, so the second one totally misses. Rolls a 6 to hit. And the third one... Oh, he nat 20s. Great. So that is just going to be a... Ooh. Yeah, I'm not rolling that. Never mind. I'm going to re-roll that one. There we go. That's 11 slashing damage.
Jeez.
Are any archers taking any crack shots at Alpha? Have to roll for?
No, the archers all shot up at the wall. Didn't really care about you.
All right.
But it is your guys' turn, and I'll just say that the guy that was manning Alpha's original Ballista takes his shot at the battering ram. So, Alpha, if you want to roll for damage on that.
Right, first to hit will be 20. Oh, nat 20.
Dang.
So
Roll another 1d20. Let's see what happens.
added 1d20.
Yeah, 1d20. Well, what is it? Plus 6 to hit?
Yeah, so that'd be 24. It got an 18 on the second.
Holy crap. So, with the weakened state of this thing having been burned and spiked and everything, your arrow pierces straight through the side, slams into a giant, and that completely blows out his kneecap, which knocks him down and brings the battering ram to a halt.
Cool.
Nice.
All right, so the battering ram is currently halted in place. Castros, you lead out.
All right. Well, yes, but you'd have to recast it every time.
Oh yeah.
But yes,
As long as I have spell slots.
yes.
Okay. Cool.
Do whatever you want as long as you have spell slots. All right. Is it Castros' turn?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. Let's roll the concentration check. Please be okay. It's an 11.
I think you just have to get over 10.
Yeah, so it's fine, but just barely.
Mhm.
All right, I'm gonna aim for spot. Let's try and aim for the archers, and try to
Yeah.
be as far away from Alpha and Ray as possible.
Okay, the archers will be just on the farthest outside of your range. They've now moved into where I think we used to call that like the 80-foot mark. There's maybe
Well, I rolled a
60
30
a 30? What?
to hit. I rolled a 30 to hit.
Holy crap! Yes, you hit for sure. Damn.
You're just like, well, it's like on the outside of your range, so I'm just like, I rolled a 30.
Yeah, you got it. You're solid.
Yeah,
Go.
1 second, you roll damage.
Holy crap.
He is rolling damage.
Yep.
That looks like 25.
Yep.
That's dead.
No, I told you, I have a... Okay, so I had, spell attack bonus of 11, I rolled a 19. That's 30.
Yeah. That was one of the most perfect instant kills. That was just like the great Bambino calling his shot, you just point and dead.
Yeah, how many died from that? With the 30 plus 25 lightning damage.
Holy crap. Let's roll on that one. I'll say gotta grab the right die. There it is. 6.
Take it. So 6
Yeah,
archers are down now.
Yeah, you completely just blew up 6 of them. Not bad.
Yeah, not bad. My kill count's at, what, 13 now?
Something like that. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. All right. Well, let's move from Castros to Dane. Try and keep somewhat in order.
All right. So Kashak Varn is going to cast another firebolt, and he's going to aim it.
Bolt or ball?
Sorry. Fireball.
Okay.
And he's gonna kind of aim it, kind of at right here.
Okay.
Yeah, the creature's right in front of the gate right there. So that's the way it's kind of away from Castros
you
and
can
Alpha.
you can move this thing too, I think. Oh, there we go. Here. I saved it as
Perfect.
all players. There you go.
That works much better. So he's gonna do another fireball.
All right.
To be fair, Firebolt does sound like it should be the better spell. Finally!
Yeah, that's a good one. So that is an 18 plus 7, I believe. Yeah, so that's 25.
To hit.
Yeah,
Jeez.
25 here.
That's good.
And 1d6. That's a 35 damage in that radius.
Holy crap. All right. Well, you've got a lot of toasted orcs there. So they just all start, being cooked and falling over dead.
Perfect. Okay. So then it's Dane's turn, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can he see any of the other giants, or are they still hidden underneath the battering ram shield?
They're still in the battering ram, but it's not moving.
Got it. Okay. So how close are the crossbowmen now?
Let's see. We've got
Crossbow
from
orcs.
where you are at. Well, you do have some unarmored orcs off to your right. There's some armored ones down next to Ray in front of you. And then the crossbow guys are a bit further out. I'd say they're still about 100 feet from you.
All right. 1 second. Oh, perfect. Dane's going to cast a Scorching Ray. And he's going to split each bolt between 3 different crossbow orcs.
Okay.
So the range on that is 120 feet. So they're within his range for that.
Oh, totally.
All right. So I'll roll 3 times for each bolt, or 1 for each bolt. So the first one's a 21 to hit.
You hit.
The second one is a 13 to hit.
Let's call it not quite.
And the third one is a 13 to hit.
Okay, so they're moving around. You're doing your best. They're spry for large green guys. So, but yeah, you definitely hit one of them. So definitely roll for that.
All right. 1 second. I got to figure out what spell slot I used for that. So much stuff to keep track of.
Be thankful we're not playing 4th edition.
Edition's a little bit more complicated.
Yeah. There's a reason no one talks about it. You've got people that still play 3.5, and you got a lot of people that play 5, but no one plays 4 anymore.
I see. Okay.
Standard combat in 4 would take like 6 hours for basic combat.
Yep.
Really? Jesus. That's nuts. Okay, so 1 successful one. Takes a whopping 7 damage.
He is hurt, though. He's like, ow!
Huh. Okay.
Damn it.
And then bonus action for Dane. He's gonna. So how far away is Ray?
Oh, Ray is down in front of you, like, I don't know, 40, 50 feet? Something like that.
Okay.
Are you going to try and hit her with your javelin?
No, I mean it's tempting because I could just bring her back behind the wall, but I don't
True.
think so.
Excuse me, no, you're not.
It'd be funny, though, to try.
No.
So would you say it was 60 feet?
Yeah, roughly. Maybe a little less.
All right. Well, I'll try casting. It's going to be at disadvantage still, so I'm going to cast my javelin at an orc nearest to Ray.
Okay. There's a closer one to you that's a little further to your left. But
Yeah,
if you're just
alright.
trying to get closer to Ray, I can understand.
I'm trying to get some of the pressure off of her, but so my first roll was be a 17 to hit.
Jeez, nice. Yeah, you hit.
But that's at the closer orc, not the one next to Ray.
That's, yeah, still.
Okay, so I'll just aim at the closer orc, 17 to hit, and then... Oh my god. That's 4 piercing damage.
Okay.
I know, I'm just... As far as damage rolls go, I'm not doing all that great today.
Well, you at least found a little opening in his armor and got it in there.
Yeah, but then I want to recall the javelin back to hand and take him with it.
Okay. Well, you're up there, and I have this vision of an orc that you've, like, caught right through its shoulder, and it just comes flying at you. Ah! Okay.
Yep.
Maybe a reverse Wilhelm scream.
Oh, it's a reverse will. Okay.
Anyway. So he comes
right.
flying up, and he comes flying up and just, like, slams into the wall in front of you.
Oh, nice.
And then, so I guess my question is, since you're standing there on the wall and you did that, does it return to your hand and the guy slams into the wall and then the javelin slides out, or are you returning it and it's still in him?
Okay. Javelin returns to your hand, and twice a day a stuck-in creature can bring creature closer when returned.
Now, I'm just letting you decide. Like, do you want it to slam into the wall and then come out so the creature, like, slides down the wall in, like, a bloody streak, or are you still holding it there?
Let's do that. Let's do that. So he's gonna slam into the wall.
Okay.
How much bludgeoning damage, and then fall off the wall and take even more falling damage.
All right, I'm gonna roll a couple of. I'm just gonna roll a couple d10s for that. Wow, I rolled 2 d10s at the same time, and both did 10. So he just took 20 bludgeoning damage.
God.
You know what, Ben? We should have you do all our damage rolls from now on, I swear.
Apparently. So yeah, so you didn't do much in stabbing him, but getting him flying back and then slamming him into that, yeah, you just, like, completely splattered him like a bug on a windshield, and his just limp corpse goes sliding down the face of the wall.
God.
Hilarious.
His head just cracks open.
Yeah. There's a regular next to you that's just standing there horrified, and he's like, but he touches himself on the forehead. He's like, by God's mercy.
This is war!
All right. Okay, let's go to Ray. Ray, you're down there in the ditches, and remember, Alpha jumped down to help you. If you want to go towards him, you do have backup.
Close are these orcs to each other, like relative to each other?
Oh, now there's a bunch around you. So where you're at right there, I guess there's only like 3 or 4 left within striking distance, within like 10 feet. And then
Disengage.
the others are, so the closest ones, there were 3 within 5 feet, say, and then another 2 that are another 10 to 15 feet out.
Well, are they 5 feet apart from each other?
Yes.
Alrighty, I'm a use Horde Breaker then. Alrighty. So Horde Breaker allows me to attack multiple. I'm allowed to, in a single attack, I'm allowed to attack 2 as long as they're within 5 feet of each other.
Oh yeah, there'll be 2 within 5 feet. Go for it.
Alrighty.
Are you going to attack and then run away, or just stand your ground?
I'll stand my ground.
Okay. There's like no way we can take them all on our own outside the walls. We need to get out there.
Yeah, probably. Alrighty, well, I'll attack first and then I'll run. And I guess I'll use more of my weird arrows from the quiver. So I'll roll
Okay.
the 1d100.
Awesome. Okay, so roll to strike first. Let's do this in reverse. You know what we did before. Let's see if you hit, and then if you hit, roll your 1d100.
That's 19 to hit.
Yeah, you hit.
And that's 12 on the 1d100.
All right. 12 is a choke arrow. When the arrow makes contact with an object, it explodes into a cloud of noxious fumes in a sphere with a radius of 5 feet. Those inside choke as if you had casted the stinking cloud spell. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Alrighty, should I roll for damage?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because you have the arrow strike as well.
Yep. 4 damage.
Okay, so 4 damage from the arrow impact. And I just want to see. All right, that cloud that you created will hang there for 4 rounds.
So choke all
And-
the orcs.
And they're retching and reeling from the stench of it. So you not only hurt them, you've basically put them at disadvantage for future action. So will you just
Hit him with the
They
station.
Yeah,
should
basically.
probably try dashing back to the wall.
all right? So then you're gonna make a move from there.
Yeah.
All right. Are you
Yeah,
going like which way are you going? Like towards Dane or Alpha?
Towards the wall, so.
Well, I
That's
think
insane.
Alpha's right at the wall, isn't he?
Basically Alpha.
Alpha is over to the right, so he's still further away. Dane, you're closer.
Yeah. Alpha has the rope.
True.
Alpha moves fast, so wherever direction she goes, he can catch her.
How about
easily.
there? How about is that a good? Well, no. There's nah. All right, let's move over. How about there? Towards the wall.
Okay.
Okay, so Alpha, your turn.
All right. So Alpha moves over to join Ray. It's, super speedy Alpha. Then I'm gonna try something. So you guys got weapons. Alpha got tattoos. So normally this wouldn't do anything because it's meant for him. But he's gonna grab Ray and try and infuse some of the power into her as well.
Okay.
And nat 20.
God damn.
So
All right.
Alpha runs over to Ray and grabs her and then just says, "Try not to breathe." And phases out of existence holding on to Ray. So they both phase through and then he drags into the wall, back into the city. Through the wall itself.
That's really impressive.
That is just the try not to breathe.
Jesus, Alpha, give me a little time for that. I gotta take a breath or something.
God. Well, you nat 20, and I got to allow it. Good job, Alpha.
Party member declares they want to do some crazy action. DM, well, I'm not sure. It's a nat 20. I'll allow it.
Yep. Totally. I mean, holy crap.
Yeah. I guess, yeah, if it's a nat 20, you have to.
I kind of feel like I do. I mean, that's flawless use of power. Jeez.
Oh my god.
All right. So you guys successfully rematerialize inside.
Perfect. All according to plan. We're doing great.
We phase back in, Alpha just says, "Try not to join the middle of the fighting next time. That is very
I
inefficient."
didn't want to, Alpha. It was the darn arrow.
That your progenitor gave me.
Exactly, it's your fault.
Alpha says, "An artisan does not blame the tools for his mistakes."
Oh my goodness. All right.
All right. That was awesome and completely unexpected. Wow. What?
Hooray for
I said that was a
tattoos.
heck of a round.
Oh, yes, it was. And I do agree. Hooray for the tattoos. All right. These guys are effectively gone, so I'm just going to get rid of them. All right. These guys have made it to the wall, I'll say, and are going to begin trying to undermine it. Or scale it. They'll run up and try to scale it. So the armored and unarmored pile on top of each other, and they start to push their way up the wall. They are being covered by the archers. So your guys' regular archers are going to be firing 1 hit, 1 miss, 2 hits, 1 hit, 1 miss, 1 hit, 1 miss, and 2 hits. So a bunch of the unarmored orcs just went down. However, it doesn't seem to slow them down much, as their lifeless bodies are just being used as stepping stones to get even higher up the wall. And the hooked weapons of the armored orcs are able to claw in to the walls, and they're using them to pull themselves up, much like that pegboard we used to play with in PE back in school.
Uh-huh.
So they are pulling their way up.
Alright.
All right, their archers get to fire back. 1 hit, 1 miss. 2 misses. And 2 more misses. Holy crap, they're not doing good up close.
Yay!
And then the hit, or they're shooting, let's see, who's up there? It's just Ray and Castros up on the wall right now, since... No, not Ray. Dane and Castros are up on the wall. Ray and Alpha are down below. So 50-50 shot. We'll do 1-2 for Dane, 3-4 for Ray. It is
Castros.
a 2. Castros, thank you. But it's still a 2, which hits Dane anyway.
Yay!
And-
I keep my concentration.
And that is a... Oop, wrong creature. 23 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
And that does 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
Alrighty. And we are back to Castros.
Cool. Probably can't try and strike the ones climbing the wall. Because it's too close.
Oh, the range is only, what, 5 feet?
I guess.
Yeah, you could definitely. And they're right on top of each other, so...
Well, 1 sec, let me do concentration.
Yeah, you totally could do that.
Yeah, concentration wins us a 19 plus like 6.
Oh, yeah.
So.
You're good.
So yeah, if they're right on top of each other, then sure, that sounds like a great target. That's an 18 to hit.
No, yeah, you're good.
Alright, and let me roll another 40-10, 1 sec.
I'm just gonna grab this guy. 18 damage.
18 lightning damage, and they can make
Alright.
a dex save if they want to try and take that.
Well, the armored, can't talk. The closer ones to you are armored, so a dex save is at disadvantage anyway. So I just gave, instead of doing that, and they're on a pile with each other, so I'm giving advantage to it. And I rolled, to see how many would get hit. And I rolled 2 7s, so I'm going to say that you hit 7 of them in one strike,
Nice.
dealing 18 damage each.
Yeah.
So they cook. You get the waft of just like roasted orc flesh.
It smells like bacon.
All right, so I'm going to mark this whole group as being deceased, because between getting shot by the regulars and what you just bombarded them with, they are toast.
Nice.
All right, Dane.
All right. I think Kashak is going to cast yet another fireball.
Okay.
And he is going to center it on this group of archers right here.
Sure. Like that.
Like perfect, just like that. Maybe a little bit further out so he doesn't burn down the wall too.
Okay, I'll follow your line. This thing's snapping to grid.
Okay. All right. Yep, that'll work. And go gadget. Nice. That's a good one. That is a 15 plus 7, I believe.
You're good.
Yeah, 15 plus 7. Okay. And then damage is... So I'm having to go down a spell slot now. Wow, that worked even better. 31 fire damage right there.
Damn. Yeah, you cooked a lot of them. In fact, let's just say there's, 4 groups there? Helps if I don't lose my dice. Alright. That is 8, 9, 18, 19. 19 of them are torched.
Wow, that's a lot.
Fireball's a good spell. I miss it.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I missed from being a druid now instead of a sorcerer. I don't get fireball anymore. That
Oh,
was
and you
my
torched-
goal for so long.
Jeez, that's insane. Okay.
What were you gonna say then?
Oh, that's just so many. I'm just in shock. All right.
I mean, that's
so
a good one. 20%
oh,
of the horde right there.
yeah,
and
that's
that
the majority. Oh, and yeah, totally. Well, yeah, because that was 4. That's half of them. That's like half of what was there.
Right now, Kashak Varn and Castros are getting stuff done.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you guys are. Jeez.
I think he's kind of enjoying himself right now. He's able to just let loose some destruction, get some of that anger out.
Torch some
Oh
orcs.
yeah, he's totally like he just looks at you and he's like, I'm pretending this is you and your family. Pull my finger.
I think he'd just be cackling at Yeet, cackling in glee, just because he can unleash death on something.
Because
Doesn't really matter, no matter what.
Because no matter what his mood is, his underlying like essence of being is hatred for you.
Castros has started doing like disco moves, like while pointing at like new areas to fire lightning.
Nice.
So
Okay.
the bard from the town, like, stay alive, playing Staying Alive or something like that, and Castros is kind of doing disco moves.
Doing finger
All right.
guns. On like bolt of lightning sends like 5 orcs flying.
All right, Ray.
Well, not on top of the tower
I can
anymore.
barely hear you.
Okay, so we're not on top of the tower anymore. So we're at the bottom of the tower, like just behind the wall.
Yes.
Alrighty, so we gotta get up there so we can start doing stuff.
You can use your movement to get up there and then do something.
Alrighty, I'm gonna do that then. Alrighty. Well, even though they've screwed me over before, I must still use these random arrows from my quiver.
Awesome. You gonna like shoot one of the archers out there that's been shooting at you?
Yep. And that is a 22 to hit, so
Oh God, you hit. Yeah.
Just, oh god.
that's a 71 on the 1d100.
Almost into it.
Well, that's pretty funny because that's a flight stopper arrow.
Oh,
A
it's
creature that is
useless here.
kind of, yeah. Wow, a creature does not take fall damage.
The orc can't fly.
Well, you still get to damage it. It's just that's all it is.
It's just gonna fizzle.
Yeah. You stopped it from flying.
Alrighty.
Nice.
That's 3 damage.
All right, it takes 3 damage, and just for fun, I'm going to say this now, that as an unintended side effect, next time it goes to fire any type of projectile, like from its bow, it instead of shooting, it just like falls out the end to the ground. Like it literally stopped all flight from it.
That's
Well,
great.
My extra attack and attack a different orc.
Okay.
That's another 22 to hit.
Now you hit for sure.
28 on the 1d100.
This is a buzzing arrow, an arrow with a head coated in honey. When it hits a target, a swarm of bees is summoned, centered on the target. The bees are not friendly, but yeah. So normally they would. No, they're not, and normally they wouldn't attack unless provoked. But it immediately starts like swatting at them, so they all start stinging.
Alright, well,
Oh my gosh.
let me roll for damage for the arrow.
Please
4
do.
damage.
4 damage plus it takes
I just love a
17.
swarm.
Yeah, it takes 17 sting damage from the swarm of bees.
Holy crap! Oh my god!
It-
I think that's my favorite arrow so far. This is
it
a
died-
swarm of bees
yes.
and song.
Yeah, you shot him with an arrow, but he died of anaphylactic shock.
If Krasos wanted to, I can become a swarm of bees.
Yeah, that's alright. You're doing fine where you are.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, it'd be funny.
So you hear at this point, seeing the destruction, a horn blow across the battlefield, and those remaining orcs that are there start turn around and run in full retreat.
Aha! Oh,
Now,
trust
mind
it.
you, well, I'm trying to see here because there's only. Yeah, there's only like 60 total. There's less than. There's less than 60 total left of the entire army.
Okay.
So they are hightailing it out of there as fast as possible. The people up on the walls draw hard and start to shoot. And holy crap, they perfectly take down 2 more with twin 19s. And then 2 more fall. And then a 5th.
Can I cast a Call Lightning?
Yeah, go for it. So, and then a couple more fall. So you guys are just mowing them down as they're in retreat.
It's
Yeah,
another
Call
30
Lightning.
to hit.
Yeah, that's going to do it. And let's see how big of a group you hit. Go ahead and do damage. Let's just see if you just wipe them out.
There, I can just roll
Yeah,
right here.
40.
28.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so you blow out just 6 more of them.
cool.
Are gone. Okay, so another 10th of that remaining army is gone.
But,
Nice.
any retreating
should
the army
pursue.
seems to take its most damage when it's in retreat. That's really kind of when most of the casualties happen.
All right, well, they are hightailing it out, moving 10 feet a second away from you. And they eventually get out of range of the archers, and they keep going, and we'll say these ones make it, get completely out.
Alpha really wants to pursue, but I'm a little worried about sending him solo to chase after a whole army.
Yeah, it's probably not a great idea.
One Warforged versus like 50 orcs.
Not a good idea at this level. Maybe in a few levels.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, they seem to
All
go
right.
down pretty easy.
Well, the whole trick is about the swarm, a lot of numbers.
Right?
Um,
Quantity
All right.
has its own quality.
and the last thing you see is an angry-looking captain look back, and then disappear into the tree line with his last remaining forces.
Eat it.
There are cheers coming from those who survived up on the barracks, and the captain thanks you.
Alright, I'll
We
stop
did it.
concentrating on the lightning.
He
Yeah.
comes to you.
Thank you, my friends. Braun was wise to send you.
All right, cool.
Nice.
I tell Kashak Varn I thank him graciously, even though I know he hates it, and I'm going to dispel him back into the gem.
Well, at least you were a little bit of fun.
I love Kashak. Little gremlin.
All right, cool.
He is an angry little man. So you guys successfully defended the town, and we draw to a close with celebrations, dancing on the walls, and now the bloody cleanup begins. But
Oh.
that happens after the credits roll.
Alright,
All right.
nice. That was fun. That was a little fun, like, kind of one-off adventures. Like, hey, let's go just, like, defend an area. I'm like, okay. That Call Lightning spell was very handy.
Yes, gotta like Fireball.
I think the two big spell users were kind of carrying for a while there.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what happens. Area attack.
Yeah.
For something like this, that's what you want.
I'm so happy I was finally able to do something, jeez. I'm absolutely annoyed anytime I just like, over and over do not land attacks and such. But finally, I did majority of the damage. I mean, Kashak Varn had me beat because Fireball, but like, I did a lot. I'll take that. I killed at least, like, what? 6, 7, 6. I think I had 13 at one point, 7 and 6. It's like, I killed like 26 orcs on my own. So.
Something. Yeah, it was good.
I'll leave it for some future person that goes back and studies these for, a thesis or something to post
there
your
you
kill
go.
count. Post your kill count to the wiki.
Bruh, can you, like, what would Castor's kill count be? My god.
Anyway, all right, cool. So do you kind of leave us kind of partying in the town then?
I think that's the best place for you guys to be. You're successful. You're being hailed as heroes. Now, there's a lot of destruction. Things are not pretty around you. The farthest north on your map areas are going to be the only places that really survived out of everything.
Right. Okay.
But looks like Samson's supplies made it, and the Prancing Otter. So you have a place. The drink survived.
Yay!
Aw.
But basically
Doesn't-
everything on your side of the town is gone. They just catapulted it all to splinters.
Wow, that bites.
Yeah. Well, we weren't taking out the catapults. I was more worried about the archers. By the way, I never took any damage during that whole thing.
Yeah, you like
That's
One says
impressive.
an eagle, and that was it. But that damage doesn't count. That's imaginary damage, which is the best part about Wild Shape.
I took 20 damage in one turn.
Yeah, that chaotic arrow there did you absolutely no favors whatsoever.
I know, right? And it was the highest roll I did for that 1d100.
That was
Yeah.
pretty funny, though.
I'm looking at the arrow list. Some of them are pretty awesome.
Well, the honey arrow was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think that was the best part. I didn't even use my beans.
There's this one. Oh, there's cannon arrow, where the arrow magically turns into a cannonball and does 8d10 bludgeoning damage to whatever
Oh my
it hits.
God.
Jeez.
There's like a skeletal grasp arrow that causes skeletal bone hands to rise up from the ground, dealing bludgeoning damage and restraining anything in the area.
Nice.
Meteor shower arrow, sentient arrow that tries to dig itself into the target and burrow inside.
Wow.
Hey, there's a good one for the Tiefling even. Vampire Teeth Arrow. They deal necrotic damage instead of piercing and may be recovered after battle to gain the damage dealt with them as healing.
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
Dryad's Kiss Arrow. Legendary arrow. If you hit a target with it, the target's pulled into the ground. If you miss, it creates a permanent oasis.
Make an oasis.
That's something to use in the desert, that's for sure.
This has been an Azentuary LLC production. Find us online at azentuary.com for character bios, merchandise, Patreon, and more. Thank you for listening.
And Kasseros is just pure chaos all the time.